Hello and welcome to this discussion. In this presentation, we shall be looking at constructing an interactive polygon that also displays the name of the polygon with increasing or decreasing number of sides, as you can see on the screen. So by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to do or create something similar to what is on your screen. Before we proceed, make sure you click on the subscribe button, you like and share this video. Trust me, you are in for a treat. Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Geogebra 6 or 5. Well, in my opinion, it is better to use a Geogebra 5 because even though it's a previous version, it still has some features that the Geogebra 6 does not have. Okay, an example is converting your animation to a graphic interchange format. So that is a good aspect of this particular version of application, that is Geogebra 5. So I'm going to open it right up. Take a while to load. Nice one. And I magnify the screen as it opens. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to construct a circle. So you locate this particular icon, that circle with center through points. There are other options when you click this arrow down here, but what I'm interested in is just this particular option. Okay, there are numerous ways I can draw a circle. So I can just tap on it, then from there go to the center of this Cartesian plane or number plane, click on it, and then I click the end, or I choose a radius of 1 unit, as you can see here. So I click on this particular point, as you can see here, point B, as you can see here. So we have our circle drawn. The next thing to do is to create a slider. And in creating the slider, I select this slider icon, tap on it. Alright, tap on anywhere to pop up, then I select integer. Okay, let me choose a minimum of 3 because the smallest polygon is a triangle or a figure with 3 sides. And the maximum, let me choose 12. Okay, then I select or click on OK. For now, when you drag your slide, nothing much seems to happen because we have not done any specific programming yet. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to type a function. So let's say CA is equal to 2 pi over n. Then I press the enter key. Okay. So as you can see, when I drag the n, you see what happens. Okay. So this is the function basically you have to look at it. Okay. Now the next thing is to rotate this using this particular angle, which is a CA function we had here. So I go to the transformation icons, and this is where they are. You click on that arrow down here, then you select rotate. Okay, when you select rotate, they give you an instruction. They say select object to rotate and center point, then enter angle. So this is the object, this is what I'm going to rotate, the point B. So I'll select it. Then I want to rotate it about the point A, which is the origin. Okay. Now the angle they are asking for, do not type that particular angle, or don't allow it to be 45. Rather, key in CA, which is already something we have here. Now you press OK. Now you can see that our reflected point is located here. So when you drag, you see that it moves. It moves, as you can see. It moves. Now, the next thing to do is to now construct our polygon. So I'll go to the polygon set of icons, then I click this drop down arrow, as you can see here. Then I'm going to select a regular polygon. Okay. Then, always reading, right? It says select 2 points, then enter number of vertices. So these are my 2 points. Then number of vertices, I will not type 4. I will simply enter in the value, which is what? N, where N represents any number of sides. So I'll key in N instead. Then you press OK. Now you see that we have a triangle formed or inscribed in the circle. So as you drag, you see that we have the polygons formed, as you can see. Okay, so the polygons formed, as you can see. Now that we have constructed our polygon, it is good we remove our circle or our circumscribed circle. So you right click on it and then select show object, then it will remove it. Okay. Now the next thing is to also remove this particular point. We don't need them. Okay, we don't actually need them. So we right click, show object, remove it, right click, show object, right click, show object. Now these are not all the points, because as you drag, other set of points appear. Okay, so you can bring it to the 12th number and then remove them. Repeat the same procedure as you can see here. So now we have our polygon. Okay. We may also want to remove the axis. So just right click, click first. So you just right click on the empty space, as you can see here. Then you select the axis key here to remove it. Then you select the grid to also remove it. Now this center point, you don't also need it. So we also right click and of course click on show object to also eliminate it. So we have our polygon now here. Now the next thing is to now indicate our text. That gives us the name of the polygon when the number of sides changes. Okay. So once again, we are going to come to this side, the slider icon, and click the drop down arrow. Now you see we have a lot of other options. Now what I'll be selecting is text. Okay, so under text, after selecting text, just click on the area you want your text to appear. And then you type. Alright. Go to type. If the number of sides is, now instead of typing in a specific number, I'll rather select N. So just come here, go to object and select, because these are all objects I have used. Locate the value of N. Here it is, then select it. So if the number of sides is N, comma, then it is A. Now let me not add that yet. Now let's press OK. Okay, see that it looks a bit small, so we may want to also increase the font size. Okay, so let's go to options, select the options tab, go to size and select the more convenient font size. This also doesn't look great. Let me go back and increase it. Let's say 20. Oh, let me see. Okay, this is okay. 24. Font size 24 is okay. Okay, so now you see that when we typed and rather typed n or selected n, you see that the number appears because n is just a variable that changes. Okay, let me reposition it. Now it is now time to now indicate or add the names of the various polygons. So I'm going to go back to text again, and the text I select. Now here, when n is 3, what do we call it? Triangle. A triangle, or we can also call it a trigon. So a three-sided polygon is either called a triangle or a trigon. Okay, so it might also be good that I add some color to it, depending on your choice or preferences. So you just right click it and then select property, then come to color. Let me choose red. Okay, choose red. Now you can drag it and add it to the text you've already typed. Now you see that if I drag it this way, nothing happens to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now you right click it, go to objects, you right click the name of the polygon, go to object properties, then select advanced. Now when you select advanced, there is a portion that says condition to show object. So my condition is going to be n equal to 3. So in other words, when n is equal to 3, the text triangle or trigon should rather appear. Okay, so when I type that, I click outside the property area and I close. Okay, but even let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. So you see that when I drag it to 3, it appears. Okay, when I drag it, let me shift it this way. When I drag it to 3, it appears. When it goes to 4, it appears. So I can also repeat the same procedure for the number 4. Okay, so let's go back to text again. Go to this particular text, the icon, set of icons, and select text. Then you type. Here I'm going to type quadrilateral. That is, the number of sides is 4. Then we call it a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral or a tetragon. A tetragon. Okay, and I press OK. Now, earlier I wanted to close this, but I did not. Okay, there was a good reason for that. Okay, we'll come back to it very soon. All right, so this is a text, quadrilateral or tetragon. Okay, so once you tap on it, the properties of it also appear. So this is my property portion. Then go to color and select red. Okay, then go to advanced again. All right, or if you have forgotten the procedure after typing your text, just right click on it, go to properties, and then select advanced. Now the condition is going to be n equal to 4. Okay, so now watch. Let me drag it. See that it disappears when it goes to 5. When it is 3, when n is 3, it is a triangle or a trigon. When it is 4, it's a tetragon. So repeat the same procedure, okay, that I showed you. there you go. So now you realize that when we drag the slide, the name and the number of sides of the polygon appears. So that's when n is 3, it is a triangle. When n is 4, it's a quadrilateral. When n is 5, it's a pentagon. When n is 6, it's a hexagon. When n is 7, it's a heptagon. When n is 8, it's an octagon. When n is 9, nonagon. When n is 10, decagon. When n is 11, undecagon. And when it is 12, dodecagon. You can continue on and on and on. Alright, you can also increase your range for the number of sides, because we have left out tridecagon and so on and so forth. Alright. So now, after doing this, it is now good to clear off all these things. They are not necessary. So just come here, close this, then come here, you close that. Then you can reposition your objects, okay, to make it more interactive. See, so that your students, when you are asking your students to have an interaction with this, they wouldn't have access to so many things like this, okay? So those are some of the things that actually you can do so that you can create an interactive polygon that displays a number of sides and the name of what a polygon. Now, aside that, go to View, and of course, uncheck this checkbox to remove the input bar. I see that it's gone. And then you observe that when I scroll up or down, the text seems to tear apart. Now, to correct this, select the text and then select this particular icon here, which is absolute position on screen. That is to pin to the screen. So select on it. Then go to this one too, and again click on that one as well. So now I see that when I'm even zooming it or scrolling up and down to resize the object, nothing happens to it, and it remains the same. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like, and share, because more of these kind of videos are coming your way. Thank you, and God bless you. Please make sure you are well equipped, because this is the 21st century. Gone are the days we used to use marker boards and chalk and all those things. We have to learn how to use computers to make our learning, teaching and learning in classroom more interactive. Okay? Thank you for your time, and may the Lord bless you all.